Hello.
She said, nope, not today.
I was like, I'm ready. I'm not ready. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sexy Sisters. I got to fix the chair. Nick fixed it. Like, I literally walked into Nick doing.
I was like, yeah.
Line up the chairs perfectly. Nick is over here, and then I'm fucking it up, and I see Nick over there being like, what are you doing? I watched him come over there and, like, line up the bottom of the tables, like... Anyway, hi guys, welcome to Sexy Sisters.
We're here. We made it.
We've made it. It has started. How are you?
Honestly, I'm so fucking tired. Everything is like, oof. I want to get through the holidays. But overall, I'm good. Besides, like, you know, just the same old piss broke. Working
the holidays.
Literally like 10 a.m. until 9 to 10 at night. Still broke. All the time.
You're just like, I'm working so hard and I'm getting nothing. And that's...
I can't wait until all this nonsense pays off and I can just have like my shelter dogs and plants. I can't wait. I just
Is that you're going to be a shelter dog mom and a plant mom?
Yeah, that's all I want in life.
Cute.
That's literally all I want in life is to just be like a dog mom and a plant mom.
It's not much, you know? Oh, before we go on, I'm so sorry. Backhand, thank you so much for the $10
yes,
super chat. I meant to say thank you, but I got all flustered about the chairs. Backhand, thank you so much. So welcome everybody. Yeah, no, I understand that. There's like very few things that I want in life, and really it's not
like my garden.
Lot.
Yeah,
I want to be able to take care of Nick, and we can go on trips, and I can feed him fudge from up north. Like,
oh my god,
that's really my goal in life, and we don't have that right now, and I don't like it.
Don't worry, we'll get to it. We'll get to just a few more years. That's all we need.
Just a few more years. Marianne and Ginger or something. Fuck yeah. All right, I didn't need to do the Jenna and that. Okay, so I mean the Chip. I meant to say Chip.
Andrew, of course you can have me for Christmas.
Andrew, that's a bold promise to make. Be careful. Like, be careful.
What in the heck was that, Nick?
The year 2022 in review. Oh, we're gonna talk about porn.
Yeah, guys. Nick. Guys, I kid you not. Nick just pulls up PornHub on the screen, and I'm like shocked.
You never heard the year?
I do love the year
I've
in
never
review.
heard the yearly review of Pornhub.
Oh, it's
Lay
fun.
it on me.
They basically
I can't wait.
show, like, in certain parts of the country what the most searched terms are, that kind of stuff. My favorite is almost always, like, some of the dirtiest porn, like gay or trans, is always in, like, Utah, which is, like, I love it. It makes me laugh every time.
Actually, Utah's pretty cool, but, like,
I've never been there.
Utah.
Well, there's a lot of Mormons there, right? That's the thing. Utah is just full of Mormons.
Girl, I have no idea. I just know I went ATVing there once in my life, and it was the greatest experience. It was so much fun.
ATVing is really fun. We had one growing up because we had an orchard, or not growing up, like kind of growing up. I was a teenager, but it was we lived on this orchard. It was this big. We had avocado, rambutan, and lychees.
Oh, look, the nut.
Yeah, kind of like the lychees, the fruit.
Open and it's like the squishy brain looking thing on the inside.
Yeah.
Those are so good.
They're great.
Oh my god,
I love them. But we used to have orchards of those, and so we had an ATV that we would ride around the orchard to get around. And there's this one girl that I made friends with once, and she was absolutely a bad influence. We used to steal. I mean, I was stealing diet pills anyway. This wasn't her, but we would like take diet pills together. I was super thin.
This is like the equivalent of like rackety ass Hawaiian.
Oh, yes.
Like they don't got, you know, instead of taking drugs, they're taking diet pills.
Well, no, there were lots and lots of drugs.
But
I just didn't like drugs, but I was stealing diet pills because I had an eating disorder.
That's so funny.
She was a terrible influence. She kept trying to hook me up with her cousin who was like way older. Anyway, she came over once and was like, "Can I drive your ATV? Can I drive your ATV?" And she crashed it into a fucking tree. I will never forget it. I was like, okay, just be careful.
How do you crash it?
I don't know. She was such a dummy. I think she just like lost control of it when we were going down a hill, and it just like veered off and went right into one of the avocado trees.
We went when we were ATVing in Utah. It was a national park, and it was like all sorts of sand and beautiful scenery and whatnot. And Eric and I, we were doing freaking donut. And it was us. It was just us two, one ATV. And then it was my friend's whole family and the other. So they're like, you know, trucking along, whatever. Eric and I had no qualms. Like, I've never driven an ATV. Mm-hmm. And in the middle of going onto the thing, we're on this super bumpy road. And I look at Eric and I go, can I drive? And he looks and he goes, you want to try? And I said, yeah. I get in the driver's seat and I just went foot to the floor and it was like, dun, 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 and Eric was like, holy shit, we're gonna die.
Jenna, please don't kill us all.
And I was like, and then we were doing like crazy donuts and shit. We flipped the entire thing. Thankfully, no one got hurt.
It?
We flipped the ATV.
Whoa.
And it was crazy because like, since I'm so small, and these like raggedy ass seatbelts they had us in, when it was upside down, I was hanging in the air. Thankfully, it didn't like land on any of our arms. Or
I was gonna say, like, that's the scary part.
But we just so happened to like, when we did the whole flip over, it was like a slow motion. We were kind of just looking. We're like, oh, well, we're going over. Like, okay, it was like one of those like, okay, cool. And when we landed, Eric kind of looks at me and like climbs out, and I'm literally hanging in the air. Can't get out. I'm stuck to the seatbelt, but like I was too small for the seat.
Oh,
so he had to like come back in and like scoop me out of the ATV, and they had to like rescue me because I was stuck inside, like just dangling by his seatbelt.
You gotta be careful with that stuff. I feel like this is like similar, but it was a Jeep, and this is actually how my dad's wife's dad died.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was on a tour. No, sorry, it reminded me of that story because I was like, fuck, be careful. That like scared the shit out of me because he was on this tour and they were driving over some sand dunes, I think. It was kind of a bumpy ride.
What we were doing,
yeah, and it flipped over, but it crushed him and he died. And it was bigger than an ATV, so it was like one of those big sort of Jeep things. I think that they ended up getting a lot of money from the insurance from that. I think
I would hope so.
Jasmine got like $500,000 or something. And I think and also her sister got money, her mom got money. Like they got a lot of money. It was crazy. But that was, I don't know why that just, with a downer story, let's talk about porn now.
Yeah.
Guys, we are going to talk about porn stats. This is always fascinating and so fun for me. I love it because it's so interesting.
I've never done it before. I can't wait.
Every year. The searches that define 2022. Number 1 is reality. So is that now reality porn?
Is it like VR?
Well, I thought it might be like amateur porn. Is that sort of what it is, or is it something else?
Okay, I'm just gonna say
amateur homemade.
Amateur porn, like I don't know. They put that as number 1.
That's number 1. You know what? So it's not surprising. A lot of people like amateur porn because they don't like, and I'm the same.
I don't. More real.
It's more realistic. It's usually a couple fucking, and then that's.
Yeah.
I get why you want to watch that. They like each other.
Their dark bedroom with their iPhones. Like, oh wait, hon, we gotta get the good angles.
Those are the bad ones. Oh my God.
It's always some like looks like college kid dorm room.
Usually, sometimes,
right? And it's
sure.
always dark and ominous, and then like it's just like them holding their iPhones around.
I think that might be some of it, but amateur porn I think they've gotten really good. People get real cameras. I've seen some pretty decent amateur porn. It's all in 4K. Like,
maybe I should look it up.
They know what they're doing. I'm actually with people on this. I think amateur porn is the best. If I'm watching not amateur porn, yeah, totally. Sure. I'm fast forwarding through everything, but even then, it's like, it's not organic half the time. Joe Rogan talked about being on a porn set, and he's like, it's kind of just a little sad because it's like, it kind of has a feeling of just like, oh, and you feel bad for the people, and they're not having fun.
No, they're not.
Everything's painful. They're like, I've been shooting for half an hour, and now we got to change positions, and it's not what feels good for the person. It's what looks good in camera. So it's like, I get it. I get why people like amateur homemade porn. So that makes sense to me. Topping this year's trends in reality porn, the reality category grew by 169% to become one of the top 20 categories. In fact, searches for real amateur homemade grew by 310% in the United States and 179% worldwide.
Damn.
The most common homemade search terms are homemade swingers and homemade threesome. Over the past year, searches containing real grew by 42%, with the most popular search being real orgasm, real couple, and real massage. I think real orgasm is huge because half the girls in porn are faking it.
Oh my God. And did you guys know, like, squirting, not really people can actually squirt. Like,
it's hard to squirt.
I was reading up about it because I remember when I was in middle school, I was like, like middle school, you're starting to, not experiment, but like you're starting to like, watch porn and shit. I remember being like, why can't I squirt?
It's tough to do. Dead
serious. Well, and I was reading it, and apparently, from what I've read on Google, some girls aren't like actually born with the little like organ to squirt itself. And that people in porn, they just drink a bunch of water beforehand and they're peeing clear.
I've heard that too.
So when they do it, they just like piss a little bit, and that's why so many guys like the clit when they do it to like make it look like you're not actually peeing.
Yes. You know what's really funny?
Whack.
I read that too. That of some women can squirt, but a lot of it in porn is fake, and a lot of it is pee because not everyone can do it. I've done it once, and I've tried.
Really?
Yes, one time, and I've tried. I haven't been able to do it since.
That's so funny.
I spent one time. And I was also reading up on it. I spent probably like half of a day trying, and nothing. Nick bought me special toys. He was like, here you go, and nothing. Oh. I did it the one time, and I could never do it again, and I don't know how or why.
What if we need to do more like Kegels or something, right? Isn't that what it's called?
You know, it's really funny. Every so often, I'll be like, fuck, I should be doing Kegels, and I'll like do a bunch, and then I forget for a while. I'm like, I should keep things tight in there.
We're gonna find Xia. The next thing she's gonna buy is one of those little eggs that have like you shove up your gooch, and it's got the wire hanging out of it that you can like hold little weights in. You know, like she's gonna be doing like vagina exercises,
squeezing as tight as I can, walking around with 10 pounds hanging from my vag. So number 2, this is funny. I was actually talking to Jim about this the other night. 2 is gender. The transgender category grew by 75% to become the 7th most popular worldwide and number 1 category in Brazil. Trans porn is becoming incredibly popular.
You know, I'm gonna put my input on that one because like I don't watch porn, but like sometimes you want a hot chick, but it's like I guess not for me, but like I can understand how people want to see, like if it's like a girl, for example, like a hot girl, but if you're bisexual, you also want to see the other chick or whoever like get fucked or whoever
So it's funny.
Doing the fucking.
I just did Gas Me Anything at Gas Digital, and Paco did ask me. He's like, "Would you ever have sex with a trans person?" And I said yes. Like if it was
100%.
Yeah, like male to female. Yeah. So like they're transitioned, but they still have a penis. I'd be down for that,
are you
right?
kidding me? Like in real life, it's like damn, awesome. Like you're a hot girl, you know,
but you
still can fuck.
Yeah,
100%. I would do that.
Not bad.
Totally.
Female to male searches were 8 times more popular than male to female. Okay, so they like female to male. Interesting.
What is female to male?
Someone who
transgender. Oh my god, I was thinking I was like pegging. I'm like, sorry, I didn't know we were. Nick's over here laughing like this bitch.
No, she got it. It just took her brain a second.
I for some reason forgot. I'm like, oh, transgender gone. And I'm like, what the hell is female to male?
Oh, that's so funny.
Shit.
So
that's how you know I'm losing it this week. This week has been rough.
It's been a rough time. Transgender threesome and transgender surprise among the top searches. So I'm assuming that means like, oh no, surprise, you're actually trans. That's hilarious.
That's so funny.
I love it. Men view transgender videos plus 22% more than women, while women view the male transgender subcategory 115% more than men.
Honestly, I can see 100. I can like totally see like girls though watching more of that than guys do.
Yeah. XiaLand, have you seen some trans women? I have seen some trans women, yes.
Like, do you mean like on porn or in real life?
Both. I've seen both.
I was gonna say I'm like friends with so many trans.
Are you?
Oh my god, so many.
I don't have any friends that are trans, actually, thinking about it. Oh, shut up.
Nick just goes, you don't have any friends.
Yeah, Nick just goes, you don't have any friends. I have friends. 3.
I'm her friend.
Yeah, thank you.
Meanwhile,
Jenna's my friend.
You know, I'm like Nick's really like little sister.
Whatever.
I'm just stuck here.
We didn't have to hang out, but we like each other.
Right? No, we did. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't have been doing this.
So number 3 is group sex. The threesome category grew by 34% to become the 4th most popular worldwide, as well as 133% gain for orgy. Not surprised.
Yeah,
Not surprised.
That doesn't really shock me. It's like, all right, want to see some fucking.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Don't we all? Right.
Right. You're like, it's more fun, more variety. There's a bunch of people to see. It's a lot going on.
Right.
We also found that orgy videos were 113% more popular, as was gangbang by 88%. That for a while was my what's the word I'm looking for?
You
category of choice.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. I like watching.
I've done it
people
like
get abused.
Like I've done it a couple of times. I used to watch like really hardcore, but now I feel like I just can't.
Hey,
and I think it's because I tried it and I was like, ooh, don't know if that's for me. Or it used to be for me. That's the thing. I used to be into hardcore stuff, and then like I completely switched. And I think it had to do with my birth control. Because I found when I was switching medication and stuff, a lot of the times the stuff that I used to be into, I'm not now.
That's super common. So I've heard that before.
Now I like watch like hardcore porn, and like when they're doing all the crazy shit, I'm like, it's like, do you know when like you're a guy and you watch another guy get hit in the nuts and you're like, oh my god, my own nuts hurt. Like that's how I feel about watching some of these like girls get like the crap kicked out of them.
Yeah,
Before I'm like, this is hot, and now that I'm not into it, I'm just like, oh my god, he's grabbing your nipple like that, like Jesus, and I like click off of it.
It depends. I'm with you on that for sure. And my tastes change throughout the month, and I think it probably has to do with my hormone cycle.
Yeah,
exactly. 100%. There are times when I'm into more like slightly more intimate girly porn, which is fun sometimes, or lesbian porn, or more hardcore. It just depends.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to do that. Like even though I like watching it, I wouldn't want to be in a gangbang. I'd be like, get your dicks away from me. Fuck off.
Yes,
like I know that about myself. So it's interesting how just because you watch something doesn't necessarily mean it's what you want.
Yeah.
It's just fun to watch. It's like it's fantasy. Yeah. That's what porn is really.
Toasty, I just saw your comment for the 3 seconds that we were like into the chat. And I'm going to be honest with you, when I was younger, I just like I don't know. There was a whole period of time. There was a whole minute I could not watch regular porn. Like I like just watched lesbian porn.
Yeah, that's still a majority of what I watch. Really.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Same thing with me, like that, toys, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just
kiss.
What'd you say?
I hate when they kiss though.
Like girls?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I hate it when they kiss in porn. I always get so annoyed and I fast forward through it. I'm like, what are you doing?
I skip through all the porn. Like I don't know if I've ever once sat through like a whole video of porn.
No.
I'm just like so picky. Like and that's why I don't watch it, because I spend 40 minutes finding the perfect video. Then at that point you're so horny. At the time you do something, it's like 7 seconds. You went, that was a waste of 40 minutes of my life.
I've 100%
never getting back to watch an amateur video that I settled on, and that's why I just can't watch porn.
I get that. I've done that. I've been like, all right, just pick something already. Jesus Christ.
And you know what it was? I found like the absolute perfect video, and it was an amateur porn video, but it was just a girl and she was just using toys. And I saw that video and I forgot, and I've never once saved a porn video.
No.
But when I was watching porn after that, I realized that video was the greatest video I have personally ever seen, and nothing's ever topped it, and that's why I just can't.
Have you ever been able to find it again?
No, I've searched and searched.
Dang.
But like, if I knew that ahead of time, it would have been the greatest video ever. Then I would have freaking saved the URL or some shit.
You're like, I would have bookmarked this.
And now porn's dead. Now I just can't watch it. Or when I do,
Ruins.
It's like, ugh.
Ruins. Compared to men, women are 40% more likely to view threesome videos. Wow. And 29% more into gangbang, and 25% more into double penetration, and 12% more into orgy videos. That doesn't surprise me either.
I agree with all of that.
Yeah.
Like, even for myself, like, completely agree.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, like, girl on girl, then there's a guy and shit, like,
You're like, get the guy out of here. We don't need the guy. Number 4 is outdoors. That's hilarious. And
what?
My original thought was exactly the first thing it says. After a few years of COVID quarantine, people were ready to get out there in 2022. They're like, we want to see some fucking outside.
Have you seen the Tesla porn?
No, is there Tesla porn?
Holy shit, I came across it recently because Eric brought it up, because he came up with the idea of, oh my god, you imagine if you had a self-driving Tesla and like, you know, you fucked
hilarious.
in it. And we Googled it, and there's now, because they have self-driving Teslas,
yeah,
people will have sex like let's say you're in New Jersey, like on the Parkway or some sort of highway.
They're just fucking.
And they just fuck while it's on autopilot.
Banging. That's hilarious. That's the future.
That's a whole category now.
That's the future. That's going to be the future of old people, because they can't drive. And they're over there in nursing homes spreading STDs all over the place because they're just banging away. It's like a problem in nursing homes where these old people.
Oh my god, I know.
Yeah, like chlamydia, like all these STDs.
Are crazy.
It's so funny. So there's just going to be a bunch of the olds riding around in their Teslas banging because they don't need to drive. That's fantastic.
Oh my god, Xia, like that's actually going to happen someday.
It is. Yes. Well, by the
You're
time
the first one to say it. I'm saying it. You're the first one to come up with
guys, it's happening. The most popular related search was outdoor sex, followed by outdoor anal, outdoor cruising. What's outdoor cruising? Outdoor cream pie, and outdoor quickie. Oh, okay. So you're looking around
Nick
cruising
saying,
for hookers.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry. Apparently Jim Norton, for anyone who doesn't know, used to go cruising.
He used to go cruising personally?
Yes, yeah. Jim has spent a lot of time with hookers.
Good for him.
You know what? I think that's part of the reason why I love Jim so much. Like, I get along with him so well. I love hanging out with him. I love doing a podcast with Chip. Like, the whole thing. And I think so much of that is because I love him. He's just so open to anything. He's like the most open-minded person.
That's how I am.
He's such a degenerate, and I love it. I love it.
That's how I try to be, just because I know that, I don't know, like, who the hell am I to judge something I've never done?
Oh, yeah. Who
cares? Oh, my God. Like, this
also,
remember when we were talking about, like, pissing the other day?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at beginning, younger Jenna would have been like, what the fuck? You guys pee on each other? And now I'm like, kind of like, you know what? Sometimes during sex, like, I want to be fucking degraded. And it's like, maybe I would be into a guy pissing on me, like, on the rare occasion.
Also,
who the fuck knows?
My favorite thing, too, is, like,
show your feet, please.
Oh, sweet Jesus. People who judge so much, it's always interesting to me. It's like, okay, you're judging heavily on something, but it doesn't mean that you have to do it. Why do you care what other people are doing? I'll never understand that. Just because someone else is out there gangbanging all over the place, like, I don't give a shit. Just because I don't want to do it, I'm not going to be like, hey, you guys over there gangbanging.
Yeah, live your life. Just
You're
be
disgusting.
safe. That's the only thing. My only thing is be safe.
Who cares?
Just be safe.
And also, even then, be safe for yourself. But again, I don't care because if you get an STD, it doesn't affect me.
Oh, no. I didn't mean safe like that. Like, I don't care if you get STDs or shit. I'm just saying, like, don't put yourself in, like, a bad serial killer, rapey situation. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, I had this friend, and she was really into fucking, like, older dudes.
Yeah.
She was young. So she would be, like, 19 years old, fucking guys in their mid-30s.
Okay.
Which, not my cup of tea.
No, but...
Not my cup of tea.
If you're having fun, she's an adult.
I didn't care. Like, I was like, all right,
just
like, you safe. Do you. But then she would meet up with these random dudes on the internet, and I'm like, you're asking to get assaulted, kidnapped, killed? Like, you can't just meet a strange mid-30-year-old man on the internet.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, she looked young. That was the issue. It's like, even though she was 18, 19 doing this, she looked like she could have been 16. So I'm like, these are predators. And that's my biggest thing. And she came back at me and was like, you're judgmental and this and that. And I was like,
you're worried about her safety.
No. I said, girl, I don't give a shit what you're into. Like, I literally don't care. I said, you're meeting up with strange men on the internet and you're going to fuck. And like, I don't know. That just seems scary to me. And anyone who does it, I don't care how, like, what your age is. If you're meeting up with someone your age, I still like... Safety is a big thing for me, you know?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Good night, Miles.
Miles out of here. Good night,
Bye.
Miles.
Thanks for stopping by.
We
appreciate you.
So 5 is positions.
Oh my God. Okay, they say cut to the chase, lesbian scissoring.
Who doesn't love some scissoring?
151% worldwide and it's 96% in the US.
Wow.
Now, here's the thing. And this is interesting. It says with women being 155% more into scissoring than men, and it grew by 46% more popular with Gen Zs. So now here's the other thing. People know that scissoring doesn't feel good, and specifically girls know it doesn't feel good. So that shocks me.
What?
Okay, Nick's pointing at Xia, so you got something to say about scissoring?
I've scissored before. It's not that fun.
That's what I'm saying, though. So that's why I'm surprised that girls...
Nick's giving me shit because it doesn't... Nick's trying to say I'm lying. It doesn't feel... Like, you can make it feel good, but honestly, it's so hard to get to the right angle.
Like dry humping.
Yeah.
Like, when a guy rubs their leg against my, my hoo-ha, I'm like, okay, word. Like,
But it doesn't feel good. Yeah, you can, but it's to get that position where it actually feels good is really hard.
I think for me, like, if I were to scissor, my thing is just, like, the rush of, like, we're touching each other's parts together.
That could be
Not because it's, like, I'm just like, holy shit, that's happening now. It's more of, like, a wow factor, but...
Right. But that's not how you finish.
Like, girls, like, I'm just shocked that girls,
I was literally just going to ask that. After scissoring, Amazon became the most searched for position in 2022, followed by 69 missionary, lotus, spooning, helicopter, and cowgirl.
Do you know what helicopter is? Lotus or spooning?
I thought helicopter was just
going to say, I was just about to pull it up, but...
A guy stood up and helicoptered his dick. I thought that's what helicopter
That's what
is that not what...
But I don't know about the sex position helicopter.
The Amazon sex position. So it looks like the girl's pegging the guy, but I don't think that's what's happening. But it looks like it.
That's everything that came up.
That looks terrifying.
Maybe I should try that later.
Hold
on, let me take a picture of it, Nick. Hold on. Let me see, because I want to show this. I want to show this to my significant other and see
Eric,
if he would.
get ready. You're in for a rough ride.
Wait, no. Okay, hold on. But in that one more realistic position, it kind of just looks like she's like in the guy's asshole.
So
I don't want to do that.
Like she's pegging him. I think we got a super chat.
Oh, Terry. Was it Terry? Who was it? Terry. Hi. Hey, Terry.
Hi, Terry. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Hey, Brian. I know, Xia, stop seducing us.
What? I didn't do anything.
It's your thighs. Everyone loves your thighs. Oh, someone said I looked extra brown tan today.
You do look tan.
Okay, no. First off, I'm wearing stockings because it's cold out and I didn't want my cellulite showing. I know. Look, like you can see it.
I see it now.
I even put it over my socks.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I know. Everyone's like, why is she so tan? Like, guys, it's raining outside and I look like a slut and I was cold. And hoes don't get cold, but this hoe gets cold.
It's freezing.
So I'm wearing some stockings. That's why I'm so golden and I got makeup on.
I really thought that you looked super tan too. I didn't even notice.
No,
those
I saw it. Like,
amazing.
everyone was like, why is she tan? Why is she tan? Like, guys.
Oh, that's
like, it's
so
cold.
funny.
Like, I get cold.
That's so funny.
I don't care how high the
notice.
heat's on. If I look like a slut, I'm gonna be cold.
Yeah, no, I'm putting sweatpants on after this. I had another top on before and I was like, too cold. I had to put a long sleeve on. I was like, I'm freezing.
Yeah, I was wearing this out and Eric looks at me and he goes, Jenna, why don't you wear sweatpants and put the skirt on when you get there? And before I get to say anything, he looks at me and goes, because what I'm saying makes sense and you will still walk out of the house with no sweatpants on. And I said, you're correct. Goodbye. Yep. I said, I'm leaving now.
You're like, I'm out of here. I've got my stockings on. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll be warm.
So guys, that's why I'm tan. I didn't go tanning. I don't have anything on me.
I thought you went tanning or something, and I actually meant to ask you that. That's so funny.
Yeah, I know. I just got makeup on my face, and I got some stockings.
Some stockings on. Number 6 is feet. Searches for love her credo. Love her feet were trending throughout the year.
So let me just add everyone in the chat right now.
Anyone who's into feet. Making feet the most popular fetish-related term in 2022. Shit. The feet category was viewed 38% more than the previous year, which included a 145% increase in popularity among women and 10% for men. So women are jumping on the foot bandwagon.
I wonder why.
Weird. I wonder if some of that is like girls who have OnlyFans
or like
who are searching foot content.
Oh, because that's what I was doing. Yeah. Like, I was searching foot content. Oh, hi,
Terry.
Terry, thank you so much.
That's so freaking sweet. Terry says, I always forget to ask. Nick just went like this.
He said, meh.
How are you, Nick?
He said, I'm listening to my little sister talk about porn and masturbation. What else is new?
Yeah, Nick has not been sleeping well at all. Terry, that's very sweet of you. Oh, my God. Nick wants to know how you're doing, Terry.
Terry, so we love
sweet.
You.
Such a sweet boy. So yeah, feet, I'm not surprised. Feet it's one of the most vanilla kinks at this point.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I wonder if girls are into like girl on girl feet stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
I've seen girls shove feet into other girls'
But that's
vaginas,
what I'm saying. I've never looked it up before, so I'm gonna take a hot trip. Oh God. Whoops, I have like a Loom video playing in the background.
The volume is up and all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's like the volume and like Hold on. PornHub.com. Do you guys watch any other websites other than Pornhub? Like, that's all I do.
Pretty much mostly Pornhub, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at girl on girl foot.
Girl on girl foot. That's a good question.
I don't even care about the girl on girl foot. Let me look at it. Hold on. I'm more into what the Amazon position is, the helicopter and the lotus.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's what I was into.
I feel like the lotus has something to do with sitting cross-legged. I don't know why. With the girl maybe straddling the guy, something like that.
Oh, okay. So it's literally, this is what it is. So the girl is not begging the guy.
So
they're in that position. But so basically what it is like the girl's leg. Like if you were to fuck a girl and you're a missionary and you take her legs over her head. So you basically do that reverse. So like the guy's in missionary, you take his legs over. And then the girl like sits on like his thighs down here
and puts his dick in.
So it almost looks like this action.
That's exactly what I was picturing.
Did he pull it up?
That's the Lotus.
Wait, that's the Lotus?
Yeah, I'm not at all surprised.
Okay. But the Amazon.
That's fun on a couch.
Is like if I was laying down and a girl was like sitting on my legs like this.
But dick in.
Yeah, but like their dick is like in. Yeah. Okay, I can get behind that position. I'm gonna have to go give that a swing later.
Terry's a sweet boy. I'll be alone again this Christmas. No family wifey. So another boobless year for me. But thanks for asking, Nick.
No,
Terry, if I get my boobs before then, I'll let you know.
Wait, what other position? So we got the Lotus, a helicopter position. Because again, I'm just thinking of like some guy swinging their dick around like you are.
That is a weird. That was my first
helicopter sex position. You know what's so funny? One of my work team members, who's I'm on the real estate team with, she was asking me like what I was doing, and I was like, oh my god, I'm filming this podcast, blah blah blah. She was like, girl, give me the link to the podcast. I totally want to watch. And I said, Shy, I said, you don't want to watch this podcast.
This is not for you.
And I said, Shy, like, and she's cool as fuck. I think she would get a total kick out of all of this. But do I really want one of my work colleagues hearing about what I masturbate to? Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. Like, she's cool, but I don't need that in my life right now.
Yeah, I get that. That's helicopter? How do you even pull that off?
I was going to say, nothing's even, like, coming up when I'm searching.
What do you even do? Okay, so the girl is bent over basically in downward dog position. And then the guy is on top of her, but facing the other way.
There's not a single...
That doesn't make any sense.
I was going to say, I even searched it on PornHub and nothing's coming up. It's just like exotic sex positions, but nothing of that.
Crazy.
Wait, so the...
Look at that. Look at what's happening there. How does that feel good?
The girl, okay, just to describe this, the girl is in like, if you were to do like a child's pose.
Yeah.
Like in yoga.
Yeah.
And the guy's like laying on top of her. So their heads are in opposite direction.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like, Nick just pulls up a little animated gif of them going ding, ding, ding.
Is it just me or does that seem like it's more trouble? Like it's more work than it would feel good.
How does your dick move that direction?
That's what I'm saying.
Like your dick would be all the way like downwards.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Hey Brandon, thank you so much.
I don't get that one. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, most searched for terms is 2022. Hentai being number 1.
Hentai.
Or I guess, is that number 1 or is it just going up?
Hentai is the most, I guess, yeah.
All right, so we got...
2 is Japanese. No, you're good. 3 is MILF. Look at that. Yeah, MILF is like insanely popular. My favorite is watching guys online. I love this so much because I know how stupid they are. Talking about how girls that do porn or anything, they're going to hit the wall. By the time they're 30, they're going to hit the wall. They're going to be used up and no one's going to want them. I'm like, bro, do you know how popular MILF porn is? My friend is 10 years older than me and she makes like 8 times the money that I make on OnlyFans. Like she is goddamn successful. Like this shit is not... you just switch demographics. That's what happens as you get older. Like MILF is wildly popular. I have some young guys too that subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Age to age. Like for example, like I like what my age is. So if you're older, then you're gonna be I don't know. I feel like older guys are always hitting on younger chicks though.
It depends, but I also see like again, my friend who is older. Has her followers and they're all older men too. Some are young. It just depends. Everybody's into different stuff, but there is no shortage of men who are into older women. None at all. Lesbian is number 4.
I want to know what...
We didn't skip it. We said that.
Yeah, we just say it.
I mean,
hentai is kind of normal.
Yeah, I thought it was normal. Yeah,
I mean, like nowadays, like when we have all these like random ass people like us. Terry, thank you again so much for the super chat. Oh, so lovely.
That's
I love how he says
fingers
crossed, things improve for you.
What a sweet boy. Oh
Jenna
my God.
doesn't love me anymore. Terry, how could you?
And I could never not love you.
I know. Come on, I always talk about you.
I looked right at the camera for that. I was like, look.
Terry, I love you.
You're a sweet boy.
What's Pine? Pine? What does that say?
I have no idea what that is.
Right? What is that?
Pine.
It's like penny vodka.
Oh,
okay.
Filipino. Okay, all right. And then Asians right after that. And then
oh my
stepmom,
God. Okay, I literally just looked
MILF.
at the Filipino, I guess it was. And like a lot of the videos are them in these like not I guess that's where they live, but it's these like doesn't look like good places. Oh well, you lost it, but
yeah.
let me turn the volume down.
I see.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yes,
You're in like a little like shack. Like everyone's like looks like they're fucking in a shack.
I've never been to the Philippines, but
I haven't either.
I don't know what it's. So I don't
My
know what
search
it's like.
history is gonna be so whack later. It's literally like baking cookies, brownie recipes, porn, real estate, hentai. Like, oh god.
Stepmom, which ties in very well with MILF, obviously. Anal.
You know, I'm surprised that anal and cream pie aren't higher.
Because those are old hat.
They are old, but I feel like it's like oldie's always a goodie, you know?
You're right.
And
Japanese isn't new hat.
Here's the thing though, too. It's like, okay, you have anime, and like anime, I guess, is different from hentai. What's the difference?
Hentai is anime that's porn.
So then how do you do porn that's anime if it's not hentai? You know what I'm saying? If hentai is anime but porn, then why would anime even be a thing?
Is anime a thing?
Let me Google it. Let me PornHub it. Terry, you're dropping so much money. I feel like bad. I like, he's so nice.
No, he's such a fucking sweetheart. Zia keeps calling me boy, which is a tad amusing. It's just a term that I dub anyone who's super sweet, and I don't mean it to mean like
it's like a innocence.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
so
you're
nice.
just such a sweet boy. I know you're a man. I think you're right. So Nick says, I think people search anime not knowing that they should be searching hentai.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I was like, I just searched anime and just a bunch of hentai porn came up.
That makes sense. Okay.
I remember the first time I ever found out what the fuck hentai porn was, and it was because someone sent it to me. It was a GIF. I was in middle school. I was in the 8th grade. I was 13 years old.
Oh my.
And it was a GIF because it was this guy that I was like dating. And he was into like all that shit, and I was like, whatever, like that's cool. Like he was just into, I'm saying like weird stuff like anime, not weird, but like anime and stuff. And he sends me this GIF of this dude, and his dick was like a fish, and it like went into the girl's vagina.
Yeah.
And it like then it like went through. It was this weird thing. It was this
Tentacles.
weird. It was this weird thing that like then you saw almost like inside the girl's anatomy, and the fish like came out and like splooged like all up in her guts. But it was like you weren't watching the girl; it was like inside her anatomy.
Yeah.
And it was like a GIF he sent me, and it just kept cycling. And I was looking at it, and I remember I like didn't even respond because I was so shook.
You're like, what? The
I was
fuck
shook.
is
I was
this?
like a 13-year-old boy just sent me like a hentai animated fish dick splooging into another chick. Like I didn't know what the fuck to do.
I guess
that's
why
when I learned about hentai porn.
People like it maybe because there is no limits.
Dude, it was a fish dick.
Right, you can
And
do
not even
literally
talking about
anything you
fish
want.
dick. I'm talking like it was a catfish dick. What is that?
I mean, look.
What is that?
It's people are just. I like fish sticks.
I love fish sticks. I'll take a fish dick. I'll take a whatever the fuck. But that was a lot for me.
Oh, that is
especially
interesting.
at 13 years old. I was shook.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah, that's very.
I know
weird.
everyone's like, yeah, guys, that's how I felt at 13.
Yeah,
And then hentai was born. Moving on, 2022 most popular performers.
You didn't want to finish the other ones?
Oh, I'm sorry. Nick just scrolled up. I thought we were doing something else.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's just the usual stuff: cream pie, trans, gangbang, BBL. Got
You
it.
know, the typical.
A Bella Danger. Oh no, Terry, we wouldn't be mortified.
Terry. Aw. Terry, we would not be mortified.
Terry, are you saying you're in your 40s and you're like, I'm ancient? That's not old at all, Terry.
You still have an entire second. Like, you're halfway through your age if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, Terry, you're like 50% there.
Yeah,
That's it.
Not old.
If you told me you were
swear
like
to God, Nick.
76, I would be like, okay, cool. But like, because Zia's 44.
I'm going to kill him.
That's your man right there, Mr.
I'm going to
Terry.
kill him.
Mr. Terry.
Most searched for porn stars, a Bella Danger. I found out about her from, Barstool. Ask the internet. Ask the internet. Yeah, that's how I found out about her. I've never actually watched any of her work though. Have you seen any of it, Nick? Nick said he's probably seen GIFs. Right, you just see, of course, Reddit has a shit ton of GIFs and everything. Yeah, I know who she is. I've never actually seen her work.
I don't know any porn stars besides
Oh, she has a huge ass. That's her thing.
Mia Khalifa, and there was one
yes.
other girl on there that I saw when Nick goes back to it. At some point.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, she's got a
big donk.
She does.
Shit.
I see.
You know what's
okay.
hilarious, guys? So like, you guys don't have shades.
Wow.
You guys don't have shades.
Jesus.
And when I rolled up, I was able to like see in at a direct side angle, so I'm sure that everyone walking by can see that you guys have just porn displayed on the big screen.
We bought curtains today. We actually did. That's what we were doing today.
To install them. Your neighbors
Yes,
are
we
probably
do.
like, what the fuck is going on?
I walk
right
around
now?
naked all the time too, and I always look at the window and I'm like, whoops, and I like run back in. I do it constantly.
Oh my god, Jesus. Okay, the other one was
as a sweet boy.
Yeah, okay, so I know Riley Reid, Mia Khalifa, and I only know Riley Reid because I'm almost positive when I just started talking to Eric and we were just friends, and this was when we were like maybe like 19. He was like, for my birthday, I want you to get me like the real life Riley Reid and like shove her under my bed for me, and I was like, what? And that's how I found out who she was.
What?
Let's unpack that a second.
Yeah, no, because he was like, yo, get me her for my birthday and like shove her under my bed so I can have her.
Like a doll or just her for real?
No, like
joking.
her for real, and he was joking, but I was like,
I know.
Who the fuck is Riley Reid?
Riley Reid is super hot.
But that's the thing. I'm pretty positive.
I love
that's
her body. I'm like low key obsessed with her body.
Let me look it up.
Oh,
Nick's looking it up. I don't got to.
I know her because on Twitter she got married, and it's just a whole bunch of people being.
She looks
super...
like 27 different people in this.
Yeah, I guess it depends how she's.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like she doesn't look that good.
Great.
Maybe it was someone else then. But I also kind of remember like when I was talking to Eric though.
A lot of people.
Hold
like
on,
her,
wait.
though.
He just texted me.
She's super popular.
Oh my god, he texted me because he's in the chat and he goes, "It was Margaret Robbie, you dumbass." I'm like, wait, I don't think it was this chick. I'm like, that's not who I remember.
Oh, that's so funny. Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, the actress.
The actress.
Okay, guys, I got bad memory.
She also is insanely beautiful. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick's like, okay.
Now Nick is like, okay, I get it.
We're like, yeah. I'm like, wait, guys, like, I don't think that was the chick I was talking about. I'm like looking at this like, huh.
Funny. Oh my god. Yeah, she's so beautiful. It's insane. Like I could just, if I ever met her in person, I don't even know if words would come out of my mouth. Look at her.
I don't know if I'm digging her. Oh, Nick's giving me shit, guys.
I mean, come on, though.
Oh, no. She's a dime piece, but I think if she was like a beautiful, I don't know.
Look at her. Like, I can't look away.
And I'm just like, you know.
Wow.
Eric's probably like, I need to break up with this girl. She's an idiot. He's probably like, oh my god, Terry can have her.
Terry, guess what?
Terry, guess what?
Oh my god.
Eric thinks I'm a buffoon. Did you just say, because he's gonna pull it out? I'm like, is Nick saving this as a screensaver?
I mean, Jesus, she's stupid hot. Like, it's insane.
If I go
she
like
looks
this, can
like
I hold
that.
her? How do I hold her? Oh! Presenting the Krabby Patty, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, no, she's ridiculous. DQ's being a goddamn sweetheart in the chat. You're full of shit, but I love you for it. Thank you. I love you for it. So Lana Rhoades, I do know. I think she's retired now, but I mean, she's also stupid hot. It's crazy. Like her body is another one where I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like it's, yeah. She's also really pretty too. Like she's like model pretty, and she got into porn. I don't think she does porn anymore though. I'm pretty sure that she stopped doing porn. But she's just beautiful.
Damn.
Yeah.
And she's got a dump truck. And she's got titties?
Yeah. Yeah, she's like crazy hot.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lana Rhoades is like, but I think she got kind of weird. If I'm remembering correctly, she's the one that like now thinks porn should be illegal and like, yeah.
Really?
Something, yeah. Like something is off. Like something happened and I don't know what happened. But yeah, Lana.
Damn. No, she's sexy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know Angela White. I don't know Eva Elfie.
Let's go to the chat. Who are your guys' favorite? I want to see what they're into. Terry, thank you so much. I'll be here all night. aka until 7:30. But we'll be here next week.
Oh, I'm just fucking.
Terry, you're great with your tongue. Oh my god.
What? I didn't say anything.
Okay, Xia literally, because she's such a better reader than I am. I'm like, I can handle your and Zia's already done with it, and that's why she was like, oh my god. And I'm sitting here like, Terry.
Oh, that was funny.
The wedding is on again. Yes, Terry, where you want to get married? What do I have to come to you? Are you gonna book out a private jet for me to come over?
Ooh.
Ooh, can you imagine?
That would be
Terry
fun.
get me his private jet.
All right. As long as Nick and I can come and be there for the wedding.
You're not invited.
No.
Thea, what did you do to that?
I don't know. It just fell off in my lap.
She's causing issues. Like
Nick.
The whole thing?
Yeah, this thing just like fell off into my lap.
Yeah, so let me see in the chat, who are your guys' favorite like porn stars? Because I'm so curious on what everyone likes. Just because I don't know any porn stars. I'm not well versed in the porn industry.
I know Mia Khalifa. I've actually met her.
What?
Yeah, she came into the restaurant I used to work at in LA. She has a dump truck. Holy shit. Her ass is insane. Like, it's crazy town.
Gina Valentina. Oh, I've actually heard of her.
I don't know if
Nick
I know who she is.
Gina Valentina. I've heard the name.
I don't know her. She's
She
cute.
is pretty. She's cute.
She's cute, yeah.
She looks young.
She does.
But like still of age, obviously.
Yeah, no,
like,
she
it's
doesn't
not like
look
one of
that
those
young.
creepy young. I hate when people are like going after the creepy young. I'm like,
where you're like, that girl could be 13,
yeah,
dude.
no, and
You're
it's
like,
so
buddy.
scary because like so many 13-year-olds look like they're 20 nowadays. So, like that's the scary part.
She looks, no, she looks like she's like 24 or something.
Yeah. She's cute.
She is.
She looks like your like girl next door, you know, like will study but also parties and sneaks out when her parents aren't like watching. That's who she reminds me of. Terry. Ugh.
Terry, that's exactly why I was shocked, because I called you sweet and adorable, and then you're like,
"Hey, coming out with this, Terry."
that's why.
Brian says he prefers amateurs. Brian, do you have anyone
talking
like
about
in
that
particular?
earlier.
Tracy Wars, who's that? Oh, old school. Did you guys actually know that I was named after Jenna Jameson?
Wait, for real?
You guys didn't know this?
I did not know that. You were named after Jenna Jameson?
Rocky was named after Rocky Balboa, and I was named after Jenna Jameson, and my dad wanted to make my middle name Jameson.
Oh my god.
But is it Jameson or Jameson? Jameson, right. And I remember, and he wanted to make my middle name Jameson, and my mom was like, refused to do it.
Yeah, because your mom's a smart woman.
Rightfully so.
Your father named his daughter after a porn star? What is wrong with him?
Yeah, he wanted me to be Jenna Jameson Basile. Nick's like,
That's crazy.
But yeah, so like, so that's it. I remember I had to share that in front of a psych class too.
She was in Zack and Miri Makes a Porno. Tracy Lords.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the OG. Love it. I love her look. She was definitely hot.
Oh yeah, 100%. She was a baddie.
She's got that old school hot look. I like it.
Woman. Hi, Reese.
Hey.
Oh, Reese, you're just in time. We're talking about porn stars. Who do you like watching?
Yeah.
Come on, Reese. Let me know if you like watching, hun.
Reese, thank you so much for the super chat. You're a goddamn gem. You are. Look at that.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. Who is this? Angel Dark. Not my thing.
Cup of tea.
Yeah, but she is objectively attractive. Like there's no way she's not.
Objectively, yes.
Yeah, personally not my thing. But there's no way I would look at her and go, "Oh, she's ugly," because that'd be insane.
Oh no! Like, yeah, never say that.
That would be crazy. Okay, Yinny Leon. I don't know who that is. Okay, also not my cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea. She's got a dump truck for a booty.
She does, and those
she's
tits
also got some tits too. All right,
wow.
So tits are clearly fake, but they are clearly scrumptious, though.
They're nice fake. They are. They're huge fake, but
they are huge fake, and a lot of the times I don't like that.
Me neither. But
like in that picture, I'm not a fan of that. Nick's pulling it up now.
I think they work for her because she's so voluptuous. That would look stupid on someone like me. I would look dumb with those boobs. I guess because
she has a dump truck, so it does work, like you're saying.
Yeah, like she's got enough like she's thick enough that works more. I'm still not crazy about it, but it works more. Good lord.
I don't know, like that for me, it's just
I don't like it.
Yeah, I think her titties are a little too fake for me.
Yeah, I don't know how you would find that.
The amount of
Sweetie
images
Fox.
that Nick is saving to his dick for Lily. Ooh.
Lily's like, I got lots of dick for me. Okay, he's gotta be.
She's got some huge nipples. Oh, maybe not.
Can't tell. She's got a nice body.
Yeah, she does.
Well,
Yeah, Nick.
no, she does.
I think she has a beautiful body.
I think her. So this is my
she's
qualm.
like petite.
She's petite.
She's petite, but she's got like a boobie. Like
She's got boobies,
them,
but this is my qualm with her boobies. They're real, obviously, and this is my qualm with real big boobs. They're super saggy. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. Brian, thank you so much. My go-to is college cream pie.
College cream pie. All right. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat.
Yes, thank you, Brian. We appreciate you so much. So much.
Like when her boobs are out on their own, they're heading south of the border. They're trying to run away from her chest.
Meanwhile, I feel like that's any girl who's got like any bigger boob than like a A cup.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like people are like, I prefer natural boobs, and I'm like, that's fine. I'm not shitting on you, but I don't like big natural boobs because they sag bad.
Here's the thing, like even though I don't have big boobs, mine do the same thing where they're in like weird spots, and that's why when I get them done, one of the things I'm gonna have them do is like pull them. I mean,
lift them.
I guess if I'm getting an implant, I don't think it'll even matter.
I don't think so.
But just like pulling them more like in and.
So I will tell you, they probably can't do that, and here's why. And actually, when I went for my consultation. I know, I'm sorry.
Nick's like, oh damn.
And look, I could be wrong because I'm not a surgeon, but the way the surgeon explained it to me is he's like, however your boobs fall now is how they're going to fall when you get implants. He's like, if you try to bring them in like this, your nipples will point in whack ass directions. He's like, you can't do that. He's like, some surgeons will do it, but it looks terrible.
Okay, because I know I was talking to my Eric's, I guess, sister-in-law's, a half-sister-in-law, whatever it was. It's like his niece, basically, or his niece's mom, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But she was saying she's getting her boobs lifted because obviously she had kids.
You can get them lifted, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what she was saying. But I mean, here's the thing though. I'm getting mine done to just like my body more and to fit clothes better.
Fit clothes. That's my biggest thing.
A lot of people ask me like, why do you want to get your boobs done? I'm like, one, I want bigger titties. What do you expect from me? And two, I want to like fit my clothes in a good, attractive way.
Terry, no, we love you. Terry, we love you. I'm not disappointed in you. You're still a sweet book in my eyes.
The illusion is shattered. Aw, Terry goes, sad Terry.
No, you're adorable.
Andrew.
I thought Xia was a surgeon. I am definitely, clearly a surgeon, obviously. That's I think that's the biggest thing for me. People are always like, so, small is great. I'm like, until you're trying to find clothes. I can't tell you how many clothes I have that I can't wear because my boobs they hang in weird places. Like it's terrible.
And like V-necks, I own one V-neck and it's a men's V-neck t-shirt I got years ago from Old Navy.
Yeah.
The only V-neck I own.
And all I see are little bones in here. There's no cleavage.
Here's the thing, but your V-neck, like, no, I just feel like if it's not tight, like if it's not a tight shirt, it just like flops around and suddenly your nipples are hanging out. Like,
yeah,
not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, Nick looks at Z and goes, that happens to you all the time.
Yeah, but not because of this. Sometimes I pull my shirt down by accident. I don't mean to. It's not because my boobs are popping out because they're too big. Yeah, let's do the States.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one. The States.
Yeah.
What the hell is
all right, so I don't know what all
leather?
these states are. That's the problem. I know.
Oh, okay, Montana's that big one that says leather, right? Or is that
Montana?
Not
See,
Montana.
that's what I don't know.
Hold on, let me pull up the I used to know all 50 states like the back of my ass. I think Texas,
Oregon is furry.
Or
is that
Oregon
Washington?
Or Washington, one or the other. But I think Oregon's the one on tip top. Hold on.
Okay, so Washington is the one below.
We'll see. I think panties in Texas.
What's Hawaii? Hawaii is amateur wife. All right. That's me.
What is that? Alaska is breast expansion. Oh my God.
Breast expansion? Pennsylvania is hairy pussy. All right, Pennsylvania likes some hairy. New York is Dominican. Okay. Jersey is femdom.
What is that?
That's like a woman who's like a dominatrix, basically.
That's a weird thing for Jerseyans to like, but okay.
I like it.
I guess we are pretty cracked out.
Tennessee is strap on.
Wait,
Fucking
okay,
A,
hold on.
I love it.
US,
Texas is panties.
I want to know. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Washington is up at the top, and does that say fleshlight?
Fleshlight. I get it. I made Nick get one once.
Wait.
It was free, but I made
Hold
you
on.
get it and use it. I was like, get it. I loved it. He didn't like it. I was really into it.
Like, you would use it on him?
I would watch him use it. He didn't like it, though. So we only did it like a couple times. I still am into it, though. I still like it. I just think it's hot. I don't know why.
I've never once seen that. All right, let's see. Fleshlight.
What's goth? Which one is goth?
Ew, what the fuck is this thing? That's the first thing that comes up. That thing's weird.
That's kind of like a fleshlight. It looks similar to one.
Yeah, but what's going on with this wiener?
It's going through it. I've never seen one where the wiener pokes through it.
This is like a machine.
I've never seen that before. That's wild. It's like it's milking him.
What? I'm so confused. Wait.
Smoking?
This supposed to be like smoking hot or just girls smoking?
I think it's girls smoking. Actually, that's funny. There's a friend I have. Her name is, oh my God, I literally just did a podcast with her yesterday and my brain is like derping out hardcore on me. What's wrong with me? Keanu. God. My friend Keanu, her last boyfriend had a smoking fetish. So she would smoke while he had sex with her.
Oh, I know people that say that. These are full-blown machines.
I've never seen one like that before. That's wild.
Guys, I'm looking at like fleshlights on PornHub right now, and it's full-blown machines that are like doing it. I know that girls have like dildo machines, but
good for guys. It's about time they got some good toys.
Honestly, I've been seeing on Instagram, now that the holidays are coming up, I've been seeing so much more fleshlights and things like that coming up.
Good.
Yeah, like a lot more.
All right. Oh, there we go. There's a map of the states.
I know. I just pulled it up too on my phone.
That Nick can
so
put side by side. Let's see. Let's start from the top, I guess.
I feel like Oklahoma watching anime. I don't know if that shocks me or not. Wyoming's big booty.
Oregon is furry.
That's
Asian
weird.
is California.
That's
Nevada is cartoon.
Wait, who's goth? Is that Colorado?
That's
goth.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Hold on, let me look at that one too.
Colorado
coming in with the goth girls.
And Utah is Mormon. There's a bunch of Mormons over there. Like, we're gonna watch porn, but we're gonna watch Mormon porn. Ooh, which state is
Nick
that?
just got excited. He was like, "Gilf."
No, I'm not excited.
The way he said it, he was like, "Gilf porn."
No, he went, ew, gilf. So South Carolina likes the grandmas. All right.
Is that that's Wisconsin? Isn't that Wisconsin?
Hello,
like pegging?
Wisconsin. Pegging. Okay.
Shit.
What's sex toy? Right there.
This is so funny.
Minnesota.
Wait, what was I looking up? I was gonna look up one of them. I didn't know what it was though. I like literally just forgot.
I don't remember.
What's the difference between cartoon and hentai and or anime?
So no. Cartoon is different. Cartoon is like, yes, it's like where they make like the Peter and Lois Griffin or like people from different.
Serious?
They have a cartoon porn of all kinds of stuff, but they'll do like Family Guy. They do The Simpsons. Like that's cartoon porn. That's a different
Holy
thing.
shit! Oh, she's 100% right.
Mm-hmm. I have seen many things.
Okay, but then it's like weird though, because like this first one is Family Guy porn.
Yep, and American Dad is a crossover.
I'm stunned.
Marilyn likes ASMR. Okay, and then
How do you do that in porn? Is it just like people going like into the microphone? Like
that sounds
what?
terrible.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Ugh.
gross. ASMR is disgusting.
I don't like it. Not a fan. Okay. Shower sex, sure, I guess. Shower sex blows.
This is so funny. I want to know like why. Just like the different hairy pussy is Pennsylvania. I don't know about you guys. Like there's hairy when people are like too hairy. I'm like,
I don't like a lot of hair.
I don't either.
I'm with you on that. Time spent per visit. The average duration is 9 minutes and 54 seconds worldwide. I mean, that sounds about right. Egypt is the leading.
Yeah. That's it?
I mean, people come quick.
Like, oh, I guess you're right. Yeah. Huh.
Japan is 10 minutes. Like, I think the average time for actual like penetrative sex is something like 7 or 8 minutes or something. 7 minutes. Yeah. Let's see. Japan is 10 minutes. The 10 minutes and 59 seconds. That's 11 minutes.
Well, now here's the question. Because during sex, is that with condom or without condom? Because without condom.
Good question.
Men can go so much longer. I'm sorry, with condom. They can go so much longer. Without condom, it's like, yeah, you're busted in 10 seconds.
Condoms suck ass.
Yeah, they do.
I'm glad I don't have to worry about that.
So now I do have to worry about that, and it's like, ugh.
It sucks. Germany is 10 minutes. The Netherlands is 10 minutes. France 10. United Kingdom 10. So basically, the least amount of time is Mexico. United States is 9 minutes and 41 seconds. So pretty much between 8 and 11 minutes seems to be like everywhere in the world. All right. Female difference by age 58 minus 58 seconds for 18 to 24. They're coming quick. Add a whole minute for 45 to 54. And
oh my
65
God.
plus, they're like, we're gonna go a whole.
They're the erectile dysfunction group. That's all up in there.
They're like, I can't get hard. I'm watching for so long. That's so funny. Sweden is 9 minutes. I still want to go to Sweden. So.
Oh, I did Switzerland too.
Yeah.
Oh, and I heard really awesome things about Norway.
Norway, I've heard is great. Basically, all of those, Sweden, Norway, like any of those countries are like apparently. People are Finland is another one. People are happier. Yeah. People are healthier. They've got, I think it's because they have less people and they have healthcare and all that shit. Right. Like they've got.
I remember
I'm sure it's not perfect, but
my great uncle came here from Germany and he was like talking to me about his daughter, and he was like, "Can you believe it? She's going to college right now, and the school is so expensive." And I was like, "Oh," and it was my brother actually. We're sitting at the table, and he goes, "Oh, like how expensive is it per year?" And he goes, "Can you freaking believe this? It's $8,000 per year to send her to college." She was doing like law.
Oh my God.
So it's like one of the top law schools.
People graduate from law school with like $200,000 of debt.
And that's what we looked at. Rocky went, "Do you mean a semester?" He goes, "No, a year. Can you believe that?"
Oh
and our mouths dropped. We were sitting at the table. We were like, "Herman, you don't know what you're talking about." Thank you so much, Terry. Wait, what did I say? What did I say before?
Oh, I think because when you were mentioning places to go, you didn't say the UK.
Oh, Terry, but we know the UK's already made the list. We're just talking about additional stuff.
Yeah.
Terry.
Obviously at night. Yeah, who the fuck's watching porn in the morning like a goddamn heathen?
I don't know.
Just
There's
kidding,
a lot. Wait, what's the cool? Like the blue colors.
That's the lowest.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
so in the morning.
So
so
literally says lowest and highest.
Highest
looking at
is
this chart like, whoa, which one's the lowest?
11 p.m. right before bed. You got to rub one out. That makes sense.
Puts you to sleep.
Yeah, it does. It helps. Like, I'm telling you, if I'm having a really bad day, all I need to do is masturbate and take a nap. And let me tell you right now, I feel 1,000 times better.
Yes.
I'm all cranky. Throw a snack in there. Best day ever.
Why you're jerking off? You're like, I'm gonna have some peanuts. Wait, I kid you not. Okay, this is like this is one of these things about me, and now, like, you know me, I'm like open and honest. I don't give a shit. But when I was younger, one of my sex fantasies was to have messy food, like eaten.
I get that.
Like spaghetti. I'm talking like spaghetti and pizza.
Okay.
I know.
Hold on.
Like, oh, okay,
I was like,
peanut butter,
yeah.
cream. I'm like spaghetti all over me.
George Costanza. Oh my God, yes. Have you ever watched Seinfeld?
I've seen it, but I've not. Did I watch it with you guys?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think like the first time I watched it.
It was Friends and Seinfeld. I think
the first time I watched it, I was like with you guys.
So George Costanza's whole thing was how he loves sex and he loves food. So if you put them together, it's like the perfect thing.
And that's what my thing was.
So he's trying to
I don't want to look like that guy, but that's what I was picturing. Like you and some beautiful person, you know, just getting your shit all up, like licking each other and just add it with spaghetti.
I
don't know. And
that's funny.
Here's the thing. Back then, it was more of my sex fantasy. Now, I'm more concerned about like staining the sheets and like getting hair in my food because I have a phobia of hair.
In food, or just
in general? In general, it's much better now. When I was a kid, it used to give me like seizures. Like if I had it in my mouth, like I ate something, I would have like a seizure because of how much it freaked me out.
Interesting. I've never
Isn't
heard that
crazy?
before.
I know. People would be like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, and I'm like, I had food or hair in my food. Save me.
I guess I'm not surprised by that because there can be a phobia for anything, but I've just never heard that one.
Mine stems from my childhood because all of my mom's hair used to fall out all the time. And everything I ate when I was younger had her hair in it. Like, down to, like, drinks of orange juice and shit. Nick's looking at us like, yeah.
I have fed you hair maybe twice in the entire 9 years we've been together.
You know, Eric says that there's always hair when I cook, or I guess, I don't know if there's hair. Now, or I don't know if there's still now, but when he told me that, every single time I ever cooked after that, I always tied my hair back with, like, 2 things and I stuck it in a bun. Just because I was like, holy shit, there's hair in his face. And he, like, never said anything. He was like, yeah, you do know there's hair in, like, every meal you make me. And after that, I, like, tied that shit up so tight. Smart. I'm so scared. Like, that's not, my hair freaks me out. No. So, like, that's the only thing. That's why I'm, like, not really about the spaghetti vibe anymore.
Jenna was like, I was here for it, and then I thought about hair.
Yeah, I mean, like, maybe if we're all, like, clean shaven and stuff, and, like, high or something. Yeah.
Hair would have to be up pretty tight. Keep.
Not even that, even like body hair. Like, I just want, like, you know,
like clean body. Would you ever eat sushi off, like, where the ladies lie down and you eat sushi off of them?
I mean, like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think I would, just because, like, I have no interaction with those. Like, I don't know,
like that. It's funny, I brought that up to Nick and he was like, I would just feel bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, someone has to sit there and I'm, like, carefully pulling myself. Like, I'm not fucking her, so I would want to just have my sushi in a...
I wonder if they make good money, those sushi ladies. I would let someone eat sushi off me if it was good money.
Oh, 100% I would. I would get, like, itchy. Because, like, when I have something on me, I'm like, because I have a texture issue.
Right, okay. So it literally would be sitting on you.
Yeah.
They put banana leaves down or, like, or tea leaves or some kind of leaf, it looks like, underneath. Oh, you can do it off dudes too. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Huh.
Even the girls is a bit weird. Like, I don't know. I just feel like what's like the turn on to...
I don't know. People like it though.
I mean, I just talked about having spaghetti and pizza eaten off me during sex, so who am I to judge?
I love the world's most viewed porn categories. Russia is just all Russian. They're like, we only like the Russian porn. If he's not the Russian, he's not porn. Like, we don't watch this film.
Do you think it's like a more hardcore? Probably. So, let me look it up.
Maybe. Or it's just like, a bunch of them having sex in snow. Just Russian people, yes.
All right, let's see.
My favorite is Family Guy making fun of British porn. Sorry, Terry. It was just really funny. It was the girl was on top of, or the guy was on top of the girl in Missionary with the covers over, and he's like, all right, yes, do you like that? Is that fantastic? All right. Oh, I'm finished. like the most polite porn ever.
Yeah, it literally just looks like regular porn. They're just all... Oh, do you know what it might be? The titles are in Russian. So if there's writing stuff in Russian, I mean, I guess that won't matter because everything would be in Russian then.
Everything would be in Russian.
Yeah. Specifically these titles though, like I can't read anything it says
because it's all in Russian, right?
The only one I can read is I invited my neighbor to fuck so we won't drill anymore, like with an electric drill.
That drill's pissing me off.
Come fuck me. My neighbor's being too loud. Come have sex.
Most viewed gay categories, number 1 is straight guys. What does that mean? Does that mean they're watching like, 2 guys who are pretending to be straight fuck like each other?
Just a straight.
I don't know. Twink is number 4 and Daddy is number 5.
Guys, I'm learning so much. I've never done this before. I had no idea there was even these categories.
Oh, I do this every year. It's fun.
I've looked up so many. I've probably looked up more porn videos just this like 40 minutes than I think I have in the last 7 years.
Yeah. It's fun to just see like
I'm so interested. Like, what is this?
People are into.
I was gonna look up a straight men.
Men's favorite goes Japanese, ebony, mature, MILF, lesbian, anal, then threesome, transgender, blah, blah, blah. Women, it goes lesbian, Japanese. Wow, women like Japanese. Japanese, threesome, ebony, mature, anal, MILF, outdoor. Popular with women. Look at that.
Okay, so here's the whole straight guy thing. It's like, she talked me into getting fisted. I'm straight as hell, but it felt good. Or like a guy has his butthole drilled by straight friend, and it's I guess they're like trying.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Yeah. It's the whole fake like, oh, they talked me into it.
Right.
Okay.
You're gay. You like dick. You ain't fooling anyone.
Visitor demographics. So the average age of Pornhub visitors is 37 years old. Okay, that makes sense. 27% are 18 to 24. 26% are 25 to 34. Only 6% is 65 plus. So I bet you old people are still buying porn. I bet you they are.
Porn? Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like that shocks me because a lot of people like stop having sex because you go through that period of time where you stop having sex and then like when you get older, they all start up again.
Yeah.
So I would have assumed that when you're at that category right there, they would all be watching porn.
Apparently they're not. Apparently they're. Or I truly believe though that at that age they could have like DVDs or magazines or things like that. Like I believe that. Terry, thank you so much for the super chat.
Terry!
I just watch Oral as someone who has never received a blowjob. Gosh, you two are gonna hard at me this evening. Dysfunction age English.
Oh my gosh.
Shut your face, Terry.
Terry,
shut your beautiful face. We love you.
I remember there was this one time I was a kid and I was really little and we were still in like our first house and I think Nick lived with us at the time.
Okay.
And so this was a long time ago at our first house. And Nick's like, oh God. And I like had the mail and there was like a full-blown porn magazine. And I remember as like a little kid, I didn't know what any was because I've never even seen like a naked body. And I scrolled through, I flipped the pages of the entire thing. And I had no idea what it was and I was so confused. But I looked through every single page and it was all these naked chicks and whatever. And I took it, I didn't know what to do with it, and I knew that, and here's the thing, I was a little devious when I was younger, like I knew that I wasn't supposed to be looking at it, but I could not understand what it was.
Right.
So I took it and I put it in my brother Rocky's homework folder so he would open it during school and like get in trouble because I knew that there was something I shouldn't have been seeing in there.
That's funny.
I just knew I was too young.
You're like, I'm gonna get him.
And my mom, because he was doing homework, opens the folder and finds this porn magazine before he, like, you know, obviously went to school the next day. She was like, what the hell is this? So eventually they asked me and I was like, oh yeah, I found this thing, whatever. And then my dad ended up telling me later, like, oh, that was Nick's. That was your brother's, this and that. And I'm like, who gets?
I know for a fact that no teenager would get a porn magazine. Nick had the internet. That's so stupid.
I didn't have the money. Why would I be supposed to mail it? Like,
right. And that was my thing.
That's
when
dumb.
When I like got older, because at the time, the fact that my dad even told me that was Nick's, and I was like, well, I don't even know what this is. Like, I was a little kid.
That's so funny. He tried to blame Nick.
And I was like, okay. I was like, whatever. And then as I got older, I went, why the hell would Nick have a thing like mailed to the house, just in the mail?
No, he wouldn't even have a porn magazine. He'd have the internet. Like, that's crazy.
Did you guys have? I don't think porn was a thing back then. You guys had like on the internet? Okay. But like, how did you have access to a computer? Because didn't we only have like two or like the office computer? You had your own computer? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Brian just says Brian, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Back in my day, we went to the nudie bar. The nudie bar. I feel like that just has to get you frustrated though, because you have a naked chick grinding all over you, but you don't do anything.
I mean, unless you go to one of like the gross ones where you can like do private rooms. But do you really want to bang?
Jenna, you need a spanking. Brian, thank you for the super chat.
No, I'm terrible. Yeah.
Did he really? Wow.
Nick's exposing my father.
Nick is saying he also had a stack of VHS porn video. Yeah, because he's... And a bunch of sex toys. Oh, God. Yeah. Well, I don't want to know about that.
I was going to say, I was like, this took a turn. I was just talking about the porn magazine.
I know, poor Jenna's
like... I'm like, okay. Now we're talking about my parents.
I found my dad's porn super young. I was like 6 or 7 maybe when I found it. It was under his bed, and then he moved it. I think he noticed, because I probably messed with it.
Yeah.
I think he noticed that I found it, but then he moved it into his closet, and I found it again later.
The only thing I've ever found by my parents was, again, I was too young to know even what it was that magazine that was just blatantly in the mail. I'm so curious what the mailman thought, or mailwoman.
Probably nothing. They probably...
Because it was...
Oh, that's my son. He's an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Or just, you know how many of those they probably deliver?
Well, and that was
so
the other
many.
thing, because at the time it was still common to have magazines, like porno magazines, so I'm sure it was like whatever. But I just, like, same thing. And the only other time I found anything like porn related to my family is I opened my dad's drawer when I was like looking for something, and it was just like a book of like sex positions, but it was almost like a sketch. It wasn't actually like, there was nothing in it. And I remember asking about it. So I was like, Dad, why the hell do you have this? Or my mom or someone. And he was like, why the hell are you going through my stuff, Jenna? And I was like, I was literally looking for something. And like, it was one of those like stupid like drawn books of like, you know, almost like if you roll the dice, this is the sex position. There wasn't pictures. There wasn't actually anything in it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Like
it was like drawn. It looked like an outline of a pencil.
If you have kids, you got to know they're going through your shit. You got to hide your shit better.
I was looking for something in his room. That was like the only reason I opened it, and that was the only thing I came across.
You were like,
And again, there was nothing even in it. It was just like a book.
Right. Still. Nick said a lot of the VHSs were fat chicks. He likes BBW. Jenna, I'm sorry, you're learning so many things about your dad that you didn't want to know.
Guys, I'm gonna get grilled.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he watches like a weirdo.
Guys, I'm gonna get fucking grilled. We gotta.
Well, it's not true.
All right. Well, look, this is not on Jenna. She's not saying anything.
I was gonna say, I literally brought up one book that had nothing in it, and I said it had nothing in it, and a magazine when I was probably like 4 years old. I found
this
like
is
that's
Nick
how young I was.
Nick
like 4.
exposing.
Well, you know what's stupid? All the porn. One full box.
Nick found an entire box of porn when they moved, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
From one house to another. He made him go through boxes, and he found a whole box full of porn.
Yeah.
Jenna's like, I don't want to hear any of this.
No, I don't care about that. I'm gonna get fucking grilled.
So I forgot that he watched.
I know I'm an adult, but it's because I'm talking about the family.
Oh, shut up. Not you, him.
No, I know.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah, talk about my family. Sweet Jesus. My sister is on meth, or was on meth. God, I hope she's not still on meth. In jail. I gotta write her a letter.
If she's in jail, how would she be on meth? I guess because you can get it in jail.
You can still get it in jail, yeah. No, I'm hoping she's not on meth. That's like my biggest hope. I'm so open about everything.
That's how I am, and it's a problem.
It's not a problem. Everybody can suck a dick.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about strictly, like, my family. I was just talking about, like...
In general.
In general, yeah, I'm, like, overly... Because here's the thing. I'm very proud of the person I am today. And I worked very hard to get where I am today. Even though my life's, like, a shit show right now. But it's like a good shit show, you know?
But also, you're not a shit show. I think there's a big difference between...
Exactly,
yeah, like, you're not a girl who's, like, a mess.
No. I'm very much put together.
Yeah.
I'm just, like...
Even if things are crazy, you're like...
Chaotic,
things are chaotic right now, but I know I'm solid, or you're solid.
Right.
That sort of, yeah.
Right.
No, I feel the exact same way, because I've been through a lot of shit. My life has been super weird. I've been through probably... years of what maybe some other normal, well-adjusted people have been through.
But it's just been
it puts people off.
A lot of people
are
get
like
uncomfortable about
they get uncomfortable, or also, you know, you'll hear the thing of like, oh, she's damaged, and you're like, I guess you could say that in a way, but well, that's what I'm saying. Who doesn't have issues? But also at the same time, it's made me an incredibly strong person.
Yeah,
which I'm super proud of. So I don't know.
Right. My biggest thing that people say, I was talking to my therapist about this last week, is we were talking about how resilient I am.
Yeah.
But I also told her, I was like, am I resilient, or is it like I'm so numb and everything that happens around me, I just go, I've been through so much, which is just like a good thing and kind of a bad thing. Where it's kind of like shit hits the fan and you go, we'll figure it out. It's fine. It's cool, guys. And people look and go, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah.
You're like, I've seen
I'm just like,
worse.
I'm kind of just like so numb to like everything.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, but it's also like good because it's almost like my body has a natural defense system. But I feel like I don't have like emotions anymore. I cry because I'm sensitive, but like I don't actually have like I can't unless I'm high, unless I am on drugs. I cannot like piss myself laughing. Not like piss myself laughing, but even have like a good hard laugh. I haven't had a good hard laugh in a very long time unless I was on drugs.
That's why I
That's
have comedy
fucked up.
in my life.
But that's fucked up. I can watch a full thing and at the end of it I'll go, that was hilarious. And people go, you didn't laugh once. And I was like, oh no, I thought it was funny. I just can't laugh. So people get uncomfortable watching comedy around me because I just don't like do anything.
Terry, you don't sound weak. First of all, thank you for the super chat, Terry. I don't think that makes you weak at all, first of all. Second of all,
I don't think it does either.
we know each other, but I tell everything to the internet. I mean, on my streams,
we literally just told you all about our porn, my spaghetti sex fantasies.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian.
Brian, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. In South Florida, it is perfectly acceptable to take a girl to a nudie bar on a date.
Brian, that makes perfect
hey, look,
sense.
as long as everybody's having a good time. As long as everybody's having a fun time.
Yeah,
I've actually been to one on a date.
I was supposed to go on my 18th birthday, but it was the weekend after Wildwood. Like, there was the Monday after Wildwood, we went for prom. And everyone forgot it was my birthday because all of us were so fucking hungover. And I didn't even say anything. It was a whole thing. And I've never been to a strip club or anything. Because I was supposed to just go that one time. And I just wanted to experience it and like touch some boobies and stuff. Because obviously, like, the girls love when other girls go there.
Girls, so, like, they're all
love girls. And like every
Nick
one of
is
my
giving me a dirty look because when we went, the girls were all over me and they did. It was a go-go bar, yeah, but they were dancing and on the pole and everything, and they were not having any of Nick.
Aww.
One girl went to put the dollar in her bra or her thong. I can't even remember which one it was, but she walked away. She didn't even let him put the money in her bra. She walked away. And they needed the business. Nick is not wrong. It was not a very popular spot. There were not a lot of paying customers. I think we were like one of 9 people that were in there.
Damn.
So it was really funny, but they were all over me. They kept telling Nick how lucky he was. The one girl was like, she was definitely drunk, but rubbing up on me. She was rubbing her tits in my face.
Saying.
I was like,
I would be like, ooh. The only thing I would get grossed out with though is like, and this is just because I'm a germaphobe. If like you took your tits and like rubbed it in some like old man's face and like then came to me after, like, I don't want that.
You're like, I don't want your old man titties, lady.
Yeah. Also, Lewis, what can I do? Right?
I don't know.
I love you too, but what can I do?
Oh, the laughing. Okay. Yeah.
If it was the laughing, I don't know. I'm like emotionally numb to comedy. I think it's funny. I'll think stuff is literally hilarious, but I will not laugh unless I'm on drugs.
Comedy is like that is scary because comedy is like one of the only good things in my life that does make me laugh. Last night, Nick and I watched Sam Morril's stand-up special, which was really funny on Netflix. He had Nick is laughing over there. He had a pedophile joke that was like, look. You just gotta
no.
You just gotta watch the special. It's really good. There was one that like really got me. I really laugh at fucked up stuff too. That's my problem. If it's really fucked up, I'm laughing the hardest at it. And then we watched Rush Hour, which like really still holds up.
Pedophiles to Rush Hour. Like, and here's the thing, like, I'll laugh, but I cannot have a hard laugh. I have to be on drugs to like hard laugh.
Oh my God. I just need sometimes when I'm not in the mood to laugh, and then I probably won't find something, I won't maybe enjoy it as much as I would, but there's sometimes if you're in the, oh man, I laugh really hard sometimes. There's also this one story that I remember reading, and Nick will remind me of it sometimes because it makes me cry laugh. He's shaking his head over there. No, stop. It's a story. I forgot the comedian already that told the story, but he was
drinking my water. Actually, it's green. I'm just sipping my green tea.
It was a story about how he went to another country. It was like a Spanish-speaking country, I think, but he didn't speak the language. And so he went there and he was at a restaurant and he went to use the bathroom. He took a shit, but the toilet wouldn't flush. And he tried to flush it a whole bunch, but it wouldn't flush.
No.
So he goes out to get a waiter to be like, to let them know. He's like, I'm not just going to leave it. So he goes
I would have
to
left it.
That's what I would have done.
I was gonna say, who the hell would expose themselves like
he
that?
did, because he's a good boy.
Oh,
so he
no,
went,
I always would have left it for the next person.
he went to go tell the waiter, and the waiter obviously didn't speak English. He didn't speak the language, so he's just like waving the waiter to like come with him. He's like, come follow me. And he goes and he takes him to the toilet, and he points at the pile of poo in the toilet, and he flushes it, but this time it does flush. It was on the Graham Norton show. So this time it does flush, and he's like, I just invited this man to come watch me flush my shit.
Damn.
It's like I was just like, goodbye, poo.
No, actually, like, I feel like that's funny as hell. But, like, again, I'm, like, not laughing.
Oh, this
like,
story makes me laugh so hard I fucking lose it. Oh, my God. Sorry. I don't know where I'd be without comedy. It's, like, one of my favorite things in life. And that's the thing. That's true. Nick is saying that all the comedians and all the people. Jack Whitehall, thank you, Terry. God, I loved it so much. It made me laugh so hard. All the comedians and the people that we like are so open. Like, I love Jim Norton. I love Bobby Kelly. I like these people, but they lay everything out there. And they should be more popular than they are, but their work is often offensive to many people, which is so annoying. But thanks, Old Nerdy.
Old Nerdy, I'm sorry you got ignored at the titty bar.
Oh, no. Did he? I missed whatever that was.
I got ignored at the titty bar.
Oh, right
That's
there.
a hit to the old ego. I love it how you wrote old ego, and you wrote
the
little
old ego.
apostrophe.
Old Nerdy's a fucking sweet
Old
boy,
Nerdy,
too.
you're so cute.
I love him so much.
But Cherry, you're my man, though.
So wait, I'm so sorry, and I completely interrupted your story. I got sidetracked. What were you talking about?
Just trauma and how numb I am, and I have to be on drugs to laugh hard.
That's, I think. Did I?
That
was it? Okay,
That was literally it, yeah.
I thought I interrupted something. Reese, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I need to watch Terrifier. Everybody keeps telling me about it. They're legends in my mind too, Old Nerdy. Terrifier is supposed to be a horror movie, and everybody talks about how scary it is and how terrifying it is.
I used to love horror movies, and now I don't like them.
Is it because you don't like what they do to your head?
Both. When I went off my antidepressants, suddenly everything got scary. And I don't like it anymore.
Gotcha. You're like, it's already scary enough in my head. I don't need extra scary. So Nick was saying she's going through Nick's cycle, because Nick was the same thing. I watch horror on my own because he can't watch it. He already has all the time
to my therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else, I'm like, Nick told me the exact timeline that everything was gonna happen, and suddenly I didn't listen because woe is me, and Nick is right again, and I'm like, just living the exact. He's laid down the groundwork. Now every time he tells me something, I'm like, all right, mentally prep for that one.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of tough stuff coming.
Because it's all like rooted. Like, I feel like so much of it, like you realize after the fact, and you're like, shit. Oh, that's horrifying. And then it's just like,
Yeah, absolutely.
And so like Nick, I didn't believe him. I was like, I'm not gonna end up like that. And then slowly, Nick, I'm coming up on your tracks. Like, here I am.
It gets worse as you get older too, which is the worst part about it. It keeps getting worse.
And that's the thing. That's why I'm like trying to work through some shit with my therapist. And she looks at me and she was like, Jenna, I think you need to cry more. And I'm like, no, Alexis, I cry a lot. She went, no, Jenna, like, you cry, but then you force yourself to stop because you're around people and you're not like, I don't have a private place to like hysterically cry.
You need to just let it all out.
And that's what I'm saying. And like, I used to do that when I was driving, but I also think that's reckless.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be like bawling like,
you can't see well.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's like, I don't have a place to just like scream and cry. Like, I used to have that. But I guess because I haven't, like, because now every time I cry, it's got to be like a couple tears and I got to like pull myself together.
Yeah.
She literally told me this week, I want you to cry. And I went,
Where? Jenna's like, where?
I was like, Alexa. Meanwhile, I literally, a couple hours ago, I canceled my therapy appointment Sunday because I'm going on this like crazy Christmas bar crawl.
Ooh, that's
I know
fun.
my mom's new boyfriend does this like thing every year where it's a bunch of speakeasies and a bunch of the craziest Christmas bars in New York. And the speakeasies are not just like speakeasies. There's like different code words that change.
Yeah.
And you have to do crazy research to figure out like what you need to say at what time. And it's like this whole itinerary. So I'm doing that this Saturday, and I told my therapist, I was like, Alexis, I said, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm probably going to get drunk and forget to set an alarm, so I'm just canceling.
Smart.
And here's the thing, too, I don't know if I'm sleeping over. There's no game plan. I'm going to get there, my mom's going to take care of me.
That
my mom's
sounds
gonna
good.
take care of Eric and I, and it's all in her hands. Whatever happens is my mom's problem now.
Sometimes it's nice to be able to let go of control and just to like.
That's what I'm saying. If my mama's there, her boyfriend's in charge, like her, Eric and I are gonna be like running through dressed in like Santa costumes, getting drunk at like random speakeasies in New York.
You don't have to worry too much about it.
I'm so excited, and I literally told Alexa, I said, Alexis, like, I'm gonna forget to set an alarm. That's my only that, and I might not be sleeping. Like, I don't know where I'll end up sleeping, but I don't want to tell you I'm gonna be at therapy and not set the alarm.
Yeah. No, that's smart. That's smart. Especially if it's a bar crawl, it's Christmas. I say just go have fun. Don't worry about having to get up the next day.
I don't drink, so I'm like down for the count the next 2 days.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hangovers only continue to get worse too. By the time I stopped drinking, it was even like, it's going to get bad. I never had a hangover. I mean, I haven't had a hangover in 8 years, and they were getting bad 8 years ago. So I shudder to think how they would be now.
You know, I used to just take handles of vodka and drink it like water.
Same.
And wake up the next day at like 5 or 6 a.m. It used to be vodka. If I drank any clear alcohol, the next day I would wake up naturally at like 5 or 6 in the morning, wide awake, no hangover, ready to like work out. It was
youth,
the
exactly.
weirdest
Nick
thing.
says
and,
youth.
Now, I since I don't drink, I went to Eric's Christmas party for his like regular like W-2 job, and we drank these. They were called mistletoe martinis. We had a bunch of them because they were delicious. We woke up the next morning with the craziest headache of my life. Eric said it best. It felt like we had concussions.
Yeah.
It felt like someone hit us upside the head with a baseball bat because we don't drink, so we forgot sugary drinks get you like head hungover.
Sugary drinks are the worst.
And that's what it was. It was like
them.
all grenadine, fruit, and this mistletoe martini thing. And it's like you drink a couple of those and we were fucked up.
Nick,
oh my God, it was delicious.
Nick loves fruity girly drinks, and I'm the exact opposite. He's over there giving that look of like.
Of course. I was
Nick likes good flavors.
What's the problem with fruity girly drinks?
I don't like them.
I don't. Here's the thing. If I'm drinking, I'm usually drinking to get drunk. So I prefer shots because it's cheap too. I'm broke. It's cheap. But if like someone is paying for my drinks and says it's totally okay, like I will get any fruity drink. Like I do not want to taste that alcohol.
That's funny. I'm the exact opposite. When I did drink have you ever had an old fashioned? First of all, those are awesome.
I've tried my mom's boyfriend's old fashioned. I don't really remember.
Loved old fashions. It was sugary drinks were always, I love sweets. I love sugar. I love anything sweet. I eat so much sugar, it's insane. But I don't like it mixed with like whatever the reason is. I'll drink I used to drink like vodka and Diet Coke. All right, first of all, Terry.
I love you, Terry.
Love you too, Jenna. And for the record, Xia, Nick, you seem lovely too. Your streams have really helped me during my current hell. Lonely part 1. Terry, you're a goddamn gem. Thank you so much.
We gotta get you on Bumble or something. Let's
set up a profile for him.
Can we? Oh my God! Can we set up a legitimate profile for Terror?
Dude, that would be really fun.
Like one of the streams one day, like some random thing. It's like everyone who's single submits like their dating life.
I would love that.
And we can like create profiles based off of that.
I would love to do that.
So
anyone who wants to.
Let me control your Tinder profile.
Reese, you can't keep drinking like you did in your teens.
Terry,
thank you for the super chat. So hearing from friendly voices and beautiful faces is quite lovely. I always look forward to your streams. A light in a very dark and lonely world.
I'm gonna cry.
I know, I'm gonna cry. It's so fucking sweet.
Alexis is gonna come at me into spirits.
Terry, she was just saying that Jenna needed to cry more, and you're doing a good job. Thank you so much.
He's winning me over. He's pulling at my heartstrings with his words.
So sweet. Let's end on a laugh. I like that. Nick? Yes. All right, we got a confession.
I love confessions.
They are fun. Can you make it a little bit bigger? Oh boy. Okay. I am not joking. This is serious shit. I almost puked because my toots smell so bad. Listen, I'm not a psychopath. I just needed to use up some onions. In my defense, I had some steak with it too. Steak and onions, not a bad combo, right? I flew too close to the sun. Too many onions. So I'm going to go back to the title now. The title is I ate 3 whole onions, sauteed with salt and pepper for dinner last night. My farts are unfathomably disgusting.
Dude.
I can't. I made the mistake of sitting on the couch and farting. Now the place where I sat reeks to high hell. I'm surprised I didn't melt a hole through the fabric. I can't. I've been trying to fart outside my balcony to keep from just blowing shit Febreze at my flat. Now I'm sitting in my office chair and trying not to gag. I'm not squeamish, especially not with my own farts. This is different. Too many onions.
I love the motif of too many onions. Oh my god, he literally writes it like poetry. After every paragraph, he just ends too many onions. I love that.
It is. My whole apartment smells like a cross between an outhouse and a paper mill with a dash of rotten egg and diarrhea sprinkles. Why did I do this to myself? I was a fool. Nay, I am a fool. I don't even want to think about the torrent of ass lava that I'll be subjected to tomorrow morning.
This kind of sounds like my dad wrote it.
This is very
like,
well
because that's how he writes. It's like funny, but he writes like, I was a fool. Nay, I am a fool. Like, that's how he writes.
That's how my dad
like,
writes
what
too.
if this
That's
was
hilarious.
my father's confession about eating too many onions?
Oh God, I hope not. I guess actually maybe I hope so. I'm going to have an animal control at my door thinking a family of possums died in the vents. How will I be able to tell my girlfriend that I can't come to see her because I have putrid onion gas?
I think this is my dad.
I have text him and be like, hey, how many onions have you eaten? This is lamentable. This is a lamentable misstep on my part. I ate God's ass apple and now I'm paying the poo-poo price. Too many onions.
I haven't talked to my dad in months. We just like cut each other off during, I think it was like right before summer. Good. Should I just text him, have you been eating onions recently?
Have you been eating onions?
Just break the ice with like cut each other off of, hey dad, have you been eating onions?
That got me too. Ass lava. Fantastic.
You know, here's the thing. If you leave an onion in like a dark, cool place, like they won't go bad. It'll actually just sprout a whole new thing. Unless you left it by something else that's moldy and it starts molding. But like, onions are so cheap, just throw it away.
Right? Or try to grow an onion.
Cheap.
He's like,
it's a couple cents. I mean, inflation, yeah, but I got a full-blown bag of like 8 onions the other day for $2.99.
Yeah, that's so cheap.
Hold on. Let's just do the math real quick.
Terry, thank you so much for the super chat. Just to clarify, those were not meant to be self-pity. I didn't read it that way at all. You're just so sweet. Merely a way to explain my sincerity and depth of gratitude for the 3 of you. Thank you.
Aw, thank you so much, Ter.
That was incredibly well written, too.
You're such
very
a fucking
sweetheart. Thank
Maybe
you
Terry
so much.
was the one with the onion farts.
Terry, was it you?
Yeah, was that you, Ter? Okay, so I just did the math, and for my bag of 8, it was like literally 8 to 10 onions, but I lowballed it and I said 8.
37 cents an onion.
37 cents an onion, guys.
Just throw it out.
We can throw out the onions. We don't need to shit ourselves. I cheap rich. Just throw it away. I actually bought Spam. I went groceries. Eric was working, so I had to go to the grocery store by myself.
Tell me more about Spam.
I know, he gave me his credit card, so of course I bought these to make sure my cellulite, and I was warm during your streams. It was on sale for like $4.
Very nice.
So I didn't tell him I used his credit card. Let's still see if he's in the chat. And then I bought Spam. And you know what I did? I bought the light kinds. Mm-hmm. And it does not hit as hard as regular.
Now you got regular Spam.
I've been eating it with like my eggs and potatoes in the morning.
Oh, that's the best.
I've been cutting it nice and frying it up like pork roll.
Spam, eggs, and rice.
Every time I eat it, I'm like, where's where's my girl with my Spam?
I've gotta make Spam musubis. That is on my list of what the fuck is Spam figgy pudding?
Did you already have that pulled up? From when?
Spam figgy
Nick just
pudding?
so happened to have Spam pulled up. He just, out of nowhere, he just pulls over this new tab. He's just been sitting here doing nothing, and it's just Spam is already here.
All I want for Christmas is Spam figgy pudding.
What a coincidence. You know, I left here the other day. What was it, Tuesday I left here?
Mm-hmm.
And I called up Eric as I was leaving. Now, we did other shit. Like, you guys were handing me tubs and there was stuff to hold us up.
We gave Jenna some stuff.
Right. I was being held up by just miscellaneous things. And we were looking at your boob thing and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, we were looking at my boob thing.
I leave and I call Eric and Eric's like, where are you? I'm like about to jump on the parkway. He goes, oh, what exit are you at? And I was like, oh, I think I'm by like 120 or something. Eric was like, are you serious? And he goes, wait, Jenna, look to your left. He's coming from the city. In the city, and I look to my left and Eric is sitting, I got pictures of it on my cell phone, and he's like, hey Jenna, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? And
that's
like,
so random.
We drove home together. He was
that's
coming,
hilarious.
Or it was wherever, I don't know if I think it might have been Jersey City. He was coming from some place that was not here. Like, not here. And we drove home together.
That's so random.
Right?
That's so random.
It was totally, he was just like, oh, what exit are you at? And then I was like, right, are we around 120 or something? Something, wherever we're around something.
We're around something.
And yeah, so maybe it was like 130, whatever it was. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I sent him whatever it was, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, look to your left. And I looked to my left, and there he was.
And there he is. And there's Eric. Terry, thank you so much for the super chat. You were so fucking sweet and as exquisitely beautiful as Jenna is.
Oh, thank you.
You two are stunning, Xia. Thank you. And I can't forget, Nick, you strike me as a warm, kind, humorous. God, I can't say words. And a gentleman.
Nick is humorous. Warm. I don't know about that. You know, he's nice. He's a nice boy.
Okay. You know what? I would try spam figgy pudding, sure, but it sounds disgusting.
That sounds gross.
I love spam, but that sounds absolutely terrible. Like truly awful. Ugh. God, but I should try it. I should just for the snack stream, but I don't wanna. That sounds so gross.
I mean, you were eating like pickled flavored nonsense the other day, so wasn't it like
pickled someone sent me pickled cotton candy. It was not good.
That looks gross.
But I have pickle pops that I'm excited to try.
That sounds even worse.
There's no sugar in them. And I love pickle. I love pickles and I love pickle juice. And I drink pickle juice. So to me, eating a frozen pickle pop sounds awesome. I'm here for it. But I love pickles. You gotta like pickles. Reese. Guys, that is it for Sexy Sisters. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, this was awesome. If you guys aren't following Jenna, you have to follow Jenna. It's Jen Jam Basile, JenJamBasile. That is on Instagram.
Yes,
go give her a follow. If you are not following me, it's at Xia_land, XIA_LAND on Twitter and Instagram. Go give me a follow there. I'm getting really close to 20,000 followers on Twitter. Woo, and I want to make it. And then also check out my Twitch live streams. It is XiaLand there as well. XiaLand, twitch.tv/XiaLand. Go watch it. They're fun. It's a good time. Unqualified Experts will hopefully be back tomorrow. Nick. Which will be here tomorrow. We're going to figure out a time. So if you see the live notification, turn that live notification button on. Hit the subscribe button. Give us a like. Leave us a comment. We love hearing from you guys. You guys are fantastic.
Okay. My bad. I totally started looking at all the comments. It took me this long because I guess I just didn't think about it.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I started looking at the comments and I was seeing all of you guys commenting and I was like, oh,
we love it.
And the fact that I'm replying and liking them and stuff now, I felt famous. I was like, I'm gonna reply to this YouTube comment, and I was like, holy shit! It was like the biggest serotonin boost.
It's a big deal. So leave a comment.
Leave comments on the videos. I just discovered them. Yes. I've just been responding and liking it. Love it, guys.
Also, it helps the algorithm.
Yes, the YouTube algorithm. All about that.
So do it for that too. And we will see you guys next week at 6 p.m. Eastern. Same time, same day, same place, and hopefully we will see you guys tomorrow.
Also, screenshot our videos, put it on Instagram, tag us, comment, do something. Let's blow it up to the social media. Let's repost it. I love to see you guys. I love to see what you're posting on social media, and I'm so thrilled when you are promoting. Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye.